Yo, what up guys? Welcome back to Patch.
Welcome back.
Yes, and today we're going to be doing the top 5 ergonomic mice that you can get right now. If you guys want to get any of these, we'll try to leave a link in the description box. But an ergonomic mouse is literally just right hand specific or left hand specific, you know? And it usually has like this curved type of like arch so that your hand is a little bit more comfortable. Like if you're playing flat, it's not as comfortable as like kind of like more just like sideways. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's called an ergonomic mouse.
So number 5 on this list, we have the DeathAdder V2. Now this guy comes in at $70 and it weighs 82 grams. So this is their sort of second iteration of the DeathAdder series, which was super popular. Now the V2 includes things like an updated sensor. You've got their SpeedFlex cable on there, and they've got 100% pure PTFE skates. Always a great option. I feel like we don't even really need to talk about it. It's a tried and true mouse. Great option for an ergo mouse, of course.
But the thing is, for me, it was a little too big. That's why I didn't enjoy it as much. I have medium-sized hands, so I mean, I would say it's more for larger hands. Like basically, the ergonomic shape is mostly meant for palm gripping. Of course, you can fingertip, but it's not as comfortable as like an ambidextrous shape, you know. So there's that. Moving on to number 4, and that is the Basilisk V2.
Yep. So now the Basilisk comes in at $80 and is going to weigh 92 grams. So the Basilisk, what I loved about it is there's a lot of buttons on it. They've got that little spot for your thumb on the side, which I actually liked. But the buttons were so nice to have. I missed it because I used to use the Razer Naga back in the day, which had a ton
like 20 buttons.
Yeah, it had so many buttons, and so I got used to that. And then more and more mice are starting to like cut down the buttons to just 2 on one side, and I don't like it. I want 2 on both sides at the minimum.
Yes.
So the Basilisk sort of just had all the things that I wanted.
Yeah, I kind of missed that. You know, like add an extra like 5-10 grams. I don't really care. I'd rather have the extra like 2 to 4 extra buttons. You know what I'm saying?
It's so nice.
I would love that. I would love that.
Because I use mouse binds for a ton of things, and they're like the most useful things. So I can, like, let's say I want to switch inventory slots or just bind it to whatever. It's so nice to have, so convenient.
As long as it's around like 80-90 grams, it's not a huge deal. It's personally for me though.
Yeah.
You know? Alright, moving on to number 3, we got the GWolf School, which is right over here. Great mouse. It has a very large arch, you know? Yeah. But it's not like super large. I'd say it's like a medium-sized mouse, and you can definitely fingertip it if you want. Like I said, it's not as comfortable because the arch here on the left side is pretty large. So it's just like not as comfortable personally, you know? But, you know, if you're palm gripping, it's incredible. The clicks are pretty nice. I would say it's more on the softer side. It reminds me of like Razer buttons. The side buttons are also like kind of soft. But my favorite part about this mouse is this RGB here.
And he doesn't say that often.
It's awesome.
He doesn't like it.
I usually don't care about RGB, but this is awesome. And also, another thing that I like, but Lucas doesn't like, is the finish. Like it kind of has like the sandpaper kind of texture. It's kind of rough, and I would say it does feel cheap, but it gives you really good grip. You know, like compared to like, you know, like the Logitech mice, which is a little bit smoother. But that's just me personally.
So the price of this guy's standard is $70, but it's actually on sale at the time of making this video, so you can likely find it on sale again for $50, which is super nice. And it weighs in at 66 grams, so excellent light mouse option too. This is actually, I believe, this is the lightest on the list for ergonomic mice.
Wow.
So very impressive that they could make such a thick boy so light.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Definitely love the underglow RGB as well. That's super cool.
Alright, moving on to number 2. That is going to be the Model D. The shape is literally identical to the School. I would say it's a little bit lower profile, but not by much. As far as the buttons go, they're around the same. They're still like kind of on the softer side, especially comparing it to the Haiti and like the you know, the FK2 and like the Ultralight 2, which have like very heavy clicks. The reason why it's a little bit higher up on the list is because the finish is just a little bit nicer, you know?
Yeah, the finish is good. I also like the side buttons a little better. They're glossy. They feel a little bit less mushy.
And they're larger, right?
Yeah, they're definitely larger as well. The main difference here is going to be the buttons have that slightly sort of concave thing that everyone's doing on the mouse. They're both a little concave. Fits a little more comfortably in the hand, based on my preference. But yeah, excellent cable here. This one comes in at $50 and weighs 60 grams.
Yes, and it has the pure PTFE feet. It slides a little bit faster and a little bit smoother than the School. Alright, moving on to numero uno, and that is the Xtrafy M4. It is a little bit more expensive than the other ones, but I just like it better. For some reason, like the plastics, like it feels a little bit thicker, and the build quality and durability of this mouse seems a little bit better than the Skull and the Model D. There's two things that I really like about this mouse. The clicks, the buttons are awesome. They're definitely a lot heavier than the Model D and the Skull, so it feels a little bit better in my opinion. And it's a lot flatter. Look at that. Like compare that to like the Model D, which this is like the thing that you want, you know, from an ergonomic mouse. Like obviously like this little curved shape. But, you know, like I said, we like the ambidextrous shape a little bit better because it is flatter for this mouse. So that's why it's number one for us. And of course, the RGB is awesome on this mouse.
Yeah, I mean, this guy comes in at 70 grams and then it's $60 as well. So not bad. And this thing is a steal. This to me feels like if the Hottie had an ergonomic twin. It's really premium. I love the RGB on there. And this is like RGB usually, I joke about it, but I don't usually care about it. The RGB is awesome on this guy. It's so cool. It goes towards the front. You can see it all the way around. Your hand doesn't really cover any of it. It just feels super, super premium. I love the clicks on it, the side buttons. The clicks are a little bit heavier.
Yes.
But I don't mind that. It makes it a little bit more precise for me personally. And this is sort of something that doesn't happen very commonly, where we agree on a top list of mice because we both have different hands. And we understand that you guys definitely have different hands as well. So let us know if your guys' top 5 ergos are different than us, and let us know what your guys' top 5 lists are. But that's all for this video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Peace.